Hello everybody, Demon Red Mist here. Just gonna try and do a quick one lap guide. I just want to quickly mention that for anyone that watched my practice video around here, obviously it is practice and I'm learning stuff myself. Now for the first sector I was talking about keeping it in 4th gear. Looking at it and trying it, you might be better off keeping it in 3rd gear, and I'll explain that in a moment. Now I am full on fuel here, but I'm gonna see how we get on anyway. Okay, before I start a hot lap, I like to take a wider line, try and get a little bit of extra speed. Doesn't always work. Okay, turn 1 and 2, they're connected. The end of the white pit lane line is my lift off, turning and braking point. But I'm not fully braked. Let it car run out wide so that I can then tuck it back in and absolutely nail the throttle. Up to 4, flat out left, and then lift, drop it to 3rd, and now keep it in 3rd and lift before you turn in. And be careful of this corner, it tightens, so lift for longer. You want to stay to the right so that you can maximise this left. Keep it in 3rd till about 95, 96 mile an hour. It'll just help pull up the hill. If you go up to 5th here, it's helpful to drop it down to 4th, dab a brake, plenty of steering action there to get it in and around the corner. 3rd gear for the second Degner. Okay, we're going to go round the kink. There's a bit of a dirt patch just there. Brake just before the dirt patch. 2nd gear, halfway around the corner with full throttle on the way out. Now there are a few different lines you can take here. Personally I like to go for the one with the least amount of steering angle without tapping the grass. Okay, brake at the service road, 4th gear, 1st gear, 3rd gear if you need it, lift early, turn in at the end of the curb, that wasn't great. You want to be on the power early, and perfect exit is just putting a wheel on the curb. If you do get beyond the curb, do not try and steer back onto the track, you won't make it, you'll spin, straighten your wheel. Okay, 50 metre marker board is the turn in point down here, absolutely flat out. And then we're going to brake at about 110 metres. Don't get too far over to the left because of the way the track is, and get fully on the throttle as you turn into the left-hander. If you're using too much throttle between the corners, you'll struggle to be able to go full throttle into the left-hander. Right, I will go for one more lap. So end of the white pit lane line is where I'm going to lift and start my braking, and it is gentle braking. Let the car run out wide, down to 3rd, so that we can tuck it in. Still not great apex, but not awful. Okay, up to 4th, flat out in 4th, lift, drop it to 3rd, and then lift before going into all of the corners, and then you can get on the throttle. This one, be very careful because you want to stay right though. You compromise the exit to maximise this corner. Keep it in 3rd until about 95, 96 to help pull up the hill. Around here I prefer the tighter line to try and not dip a wheel on the grass. 4th gear, plenty of steering angle. Brake before the end of the curb. 3rd gear, full throttle at the apex. Okay, we're going to go round the kink and then brake just before the dirt patch on the right. 2nd gear, don't turn in too soon. The sooner you turn in, the tighter you make the corner, the more wide you're likely to go. Okay, so for the next corner we are braking at the service road on the right, just here. If you struggle with that corner, just use 3rd gear, and if you struggle with this corner, just make sure you lift off early enough. You'll be surprised that you can get on the power very, very early as long as you've lifted off early enough. As I mentioned, 50 metre marker board is the turn in point, same for most cars that. It's just the amount you need to steer will differ. And again, brake at 110. Second gear, try and get all over that first curb so you can really attack the second one. And you can always take the shorter run to the finish line. So anyway, there you go. There's a couple of hot laps. Now the reason for using third gear, actually I'll just show it now. The reason in this car that I've said you can use third gear, although if you are behind a car you probably won't be able to go as quick, but the reason for it is that third gear can do up to about 98 mile an hour, and through this complex of corners we're averaging about 90 mile an hour, so it's easy enough to keep third and have that little extra benefit of turn in. This right-hander is the crucial one in the race. If you run too wide through that right-hander, I say too wide, if you do what you'll do in a normal corner where you'd go to from out wide into the apex and exit the corner out wide, you will either have to slow down or you'll go off at the corner behind me because the angle's all wrong. Anyway, good luck.